Hello, I'm Brady from the Sunshine Coast and in Australia, and I have RP.
How long you have RP? Or how long you have the vision problem, you noticed?
I've had the vision problem from birth, like night vision and stuff, the stuff that's noticeable, and I got diagnosed with RP 2 years ago.
2 years ago, okay. So how's your vision before you coming here? How's your vision?
Well, I was down to 10 degrees of peripheral vision, and I was short-sighted. I had no night vision at all.
Oh. And how about the school, the books, the blackboard stuff?
Yeah, I couldn't see any of that, and school was getting pretty difficult.
Oh, okay. Then how do you discover our clinic and...
Well, Dad and my mum must have found it on the internet.
how's that found our clinic?
We were fumbling around, I guess, one day looking for just answers and fishing for possible treatments or any kind of cure that may have been out there. So despite what people had told us and the so-called experts had told us, you still need to look and feel proactive, like you're helping your son. And when we got told through different channels and that there'd been some success in treating RP with Chinese medicine, and when we googled the two together, the Wellspring Clinic came up, and it's led us to Dr. Yu. And I think at first obviously we're pessimistic and skeptical because of what the so-called experts are telling us, and everything you read about with RP is negative and sad, and it's very hard to digest when it's happening to your kid. And we just didn't want to take it lying down, and it was a big thing for us to come over here, and we procrastinated for probably 18 months after we first spoke with Dr. Yu. And when we got Brady's latest tests, his vision had degenerated to just below a 10-degree visual arc, and like basically looking through a long pipe for him with
called tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, yeah. And we just thought, well, it's not going to hurt him coming over here, and we just had to give it a go, and we're so glad we did. The big differences I've noticed with Brady in the last couple of days, obviously other than the physical tests that we do every day, which are incredible, I think after the first day's treatment, Brady's peripheral vision had actually doubled and tripled by the end of the day, and it has just kept growing. And he sees 180 degrees now, which is more than we could ever have hoped for. We were just thinking hopefully we'll come here and Dr. Yu can preserve what vision he has, and basically he's opened up his world again now. And then each day there's been something new, something better has happened. Brady's night vision now is improving. He walked all the way home through the city last night without having to hold my hand or grab my arm through a lot of people on the sidewalk, and he did it.
Not bumping into anybody?
No one. No, he walked on his own. I've been so used to him walking against me with his shoulder against me for the last 2 years, and last night he was free. He was doing it all on his own, so it was outstanding.
So, Brady, what's the difference you see after this 10 days treatment? What's the change in your vision?
Well, everything's opened up now. I can see pretty much everything everywhere, and I can focus a lot easier. Everything's just better.
Focus is easier, huh? The visual field, you are 10 degrees, less than 10 degrees before, and now, how much?
180 degrees.
You see 180 degrees. And when you walk, can you see your feet on the ground?
Yep. And I can see to the ceiling.
You can see the ceiling. So, and have you bumped into anything in the last couple of days?
No.
No? And how about the glare to sunlight, things like that?
The glare The glaze was still bad a few days ago. It's not so much anymore. And yeah, eyes ache a bit to start with.
Uh-huh. You still feel achy in the eyes?
A little bit.
A little bit. And glare, like to the sunlight and the headlights of cars at night, do you still have glares to them?
A little bit.
Still have a little bit. Yep. So, Brett, you have seen his change in his confidence and attitude.
Yeah,
Okay, have you?
I think we all have.
Yeah.
When he first came here, he was just looking at the ground, and he's back to the kid we always knew him as, happy and energetic, and it's just great to see. The last 2 years have been really hard on him, and for something positive to happen is, it's just absolutely, like I said, outstanding.
How do you feel, Brady?
Great.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd seen the testimonials, and you just don't know until you come here and talking with the other patients that are here, and there's some really good stories.
Yeah, when you first see the testimonials on YouTube, do you believe in it?
I think you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You want to believe it, and you can see the emotion in the people's faces, and you can see how happy they are. So you want to believe the testimonials, but because of the people that have diagnosed Brady and what they've told us, and everything we ever read about and knowledge we searched about it, was just saying that no, it can't be done. And when I spoke to those two English lads that were here I think on the first day, they were saying, you've come to the right place, you've come to the right place, and sure enough.
So until you talk to some existing patients, then you become really believing it.
Well, that was the best part, when I walked in and seen Athar sitting there, and I've gone, oh, I know you from the testimonial, so that made me feel confident and comfortable straight away. So and that was great, and sure enough.
And now after Brady's treatment, and you see the result, you believe in it now?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. It can't be any more evident than that we do tests every day, and it's just improved every day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I said, have you seen out the back of his head at this rate? So it's absolutely amazing. And
what would you say if you see a parent of RP patients? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I guess if you're skeptical, if you're cautious, as me and my wife were, then I just think, we took a chance, and it seems like a gamble at the time, but it's probably been the smartest thing we've ever done.
Yep.
And when it comes to, if I was making the decision for myself, I'm not too sure what I'd do, but when you're making the decision for your child, then I think it's an easy decision, and you've got to try, because there's hope here, and no one else was giving us hope, and you're the first person I spoke to that was, certain that you could help, and sure enough, you certainly did.
Yeah.
Probably the best part about, finding out that Brady's vision has improved is probably the one thing that I think shattered him the most when we first found out the news about him having RP was Brady himself asked the ophthalmologist, does that mean I'm not going to be able to drive a car? The ophthalmologist said, no, you'll never be able to drive, especially considering how advanced his condition is. Well,
oh, that's hard for Brady, huh? Mm-hmm. You won't drive a car, huh?
Yeah, because he's so unhappy with my driving, I think he needed to show me how it was done, so he's going to get that opportunity now.
But now with 180 degrees of visual field, you can. Normally, like 110 degrees, you can drive a car. So you are qualified.
Fantastic.